Hello and what is up guys, Jack here from Ezekiel Gaming HD, and this is the start of a brand new series. I'm pretty excited to bring this to you because I thought of it the other night and I think it's pretty cool. Some of you guys don't even know this feature exists in Ultimate Team, so it's going to be new for some of you, and yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. So the start of this video is just me starting off my Ultimate Team, going through all the riffraff that you always have to go through, like, oh yes, I want to swap this player with that player, and the chemistry, yeah, I get it. That's all that is in the background. And then I start to open my first bronze pack. You see I get 3 gold players, which I keep, and all the bronze players I all keep. So without further ado, really, I'm just going to get straight into telling you guys what the rules are and what the whole series objective is. So the first rule, guys, is every episode I must open up 5 packs, and they will be usually gold 7.5k packs unless there's any special deals, or if maybe I want to open up some silver packs, but you'll get to understand it in a second. The second rule is I must use a squad builder tool, which some of you are probably thinking, the squad builder tool? What the hell is the squad builder tool? You'll find out in just a second. I'm going through this really quickly so we can get straight into the episode content. Anyway, third rule is I must build a new team for every single match I play in this series. That will also make more sense in a second. 4 is pretty similar. I must change formation up every single match, so that means that I'm not settling with one formation and one team. It's very up and down this series, or it should be, and it should be quite exciting to watch. The fifth rule is going to be I can use up to 3 filters per team, which, if you don't know what the squad builder tool is, you won't understand what the filter is, and that will make sense to you at the end of this episode, I guarantee. The sixth rule, the last rule, is I can swap and add up to 2 players in my team. So once I've built my team using the squad builder tool, I'm allowed to add up to 2 players into my team or swap out a player. That will also make sense to you in just a second. Lastly, the series objective is to win a Division 1 title. And that is it, guys. So kicking this series off, obviously we're going to open up our 5 times 7.5k packs, and we're going to see what we get. So we get around 3 players in each pack, and then we get a load of contracts, and hopefully if we can get a manager, that would be great, because then obviously that would boost our overall chemistry for our team. You'll see what happens in a second as to what team we buy, but if you do enjoy the sounds of this series and you do enjoy this episode, you like what's going to happen in this, you like the feel of it, make sure you drop me a like. If we hit 250 likes, I'll make sure I carry on this series because I think you guys will love it. It's a little bit more random than my other series. They're quite straightforward, quite well thought out. This one's a little bit random, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you don't, tell me what I can do to improve it. Tell me different titles to call it. You know, I'm all open for you guys to suggest things. But out of these packs, the best players you saw in the background were players like Rondin, Jesus Navas. I think I've got a player called an Argentinian striker from Inter Milan. I forgot his name, but we're going into building a team now, and this is the bit where you use the squad builder bit. You press Y on your Xbox 360 controller and a different button for your PS3. I'm not exactly sure what the letter is. Press Y, it brings up the squad builder, and then it basically auto builds your team for you, and that's what I'm going to be using throughout this series. It's a little bit random, and it doesn't pick the right players all the time. You can see the players on the pitch have got hardly any chemistry, so it's going to be very difficult. And it left one player out. I didn't have a centre forward currently in my club, so it didn't put a centre forward in, and it's very, very strict like that. So I'm going to have to use up 2 of my players to put into the squad, and this is the player I was talking about, the Argentinian from Inter Milan. His name is Insidiary or something like that. I know it starts with an I, just didn't quite catch it there. And then I've got another striker called Rondin, which I use in the second game of this episode. But I also thought, you know, I've got 1 player left to change out. What player do I need the most to make this team better? And I decided my left back looked very weak, and just generally my defence on the left side looked very weak, so I decided to play Kelly over there. I know he's a right back, but I didn't have a left back that was good enough, so I had to play Kelly over there. If you guys would have done something different, let me know in the comment section below. I'll try and look out for what you guys want me to do. Would it be best to play a team with more chemistry up front, more better players up front, or do you think it's better to play with more solid defence and not so much with the attackers? Let me know what you think. And then we come up against this guy in the first game. So he had a pretty decent team. Chemistry was pretty where, you know, not great. It's probably using the squad builder tool as well, like me, or it looked like it anyway. But I do get off to a decent start. You can see I'm not quite used to finishing with my players. The chemistry is not great. But in the 15th minute, you see that he goes to cross it in. It deflects off my player, and it goes into the back of the net. And I was a bit like, well, you know, it's not too bad. It's We went into half time 1-0, and there weren't a great deal I could have done to stop that goal. But in the 49th minute, I come out all guns blazing. Icardi goes and scores. It was a pretty flimsy goal, but I do get another opportunity here with Jesus Navas, who runs into the box. Sorry, crosses the ball in for a header which goes wide. So didn't quite make the most of that, and the score is currently 1-0 going into the 61st minute or 62nd minute. I make a little bit of a hiccup in my defence here, and I pass it, and he just knew I was going to pass there. I think the pause in the gameplay kind of helped him read the game. You can see that the gameplay is a little bit blippy. It's a little bit laggy. That's actually not my footage. That's the fact that the game was a little bit laggy. And the 67th minute, he does go 3-0 up. So I was kind of shitting myself. You know, I had this team that didn't have much chemistry. No, I had quite a lot of pace on the right and left wing. So I decided, why don't I bloody use that pace? So I used this player here. I think he has 91 pace, and he thought I was going to keep running and maybe cross it in. Did a fake shot, cut in, and scored. In the 80th minute, I go on the attack again. Same player, Stock. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Crosses it in for Icardi, and he goes and gets his head on it. So in the 82nd minute, he goes and scores, and it's back to level terms. And I felt like I could win this game, and I had a good opportunity here. Jesus Navas again crosses the ball in for Almirion, who I think is my centre mid. I think he's from the Serie A. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, I forgot already, and this is my team, but stupid me. 90th minute, 4-3 up, so nothing to lose here. I make a nice little opportunity here, and for some reason my player decides to run straight in front of it, and it blocks the shot, and it was offside, I think. But I win my first game 4-3, so really positive signs in this series, and I really enjoyed playing that. Don't ask me why, but I just really liked the whole randomness of the team, playing with low chemistry. It's just really fun to use. Anyway, we're going to build another team, and what I think it was the 4th rule. I've got to change formation every single game. The 3rd rule is I can't use exactly the same players. So, you know, if I can change one player, and that's theoretically a different team, but I'm going to try and change it up as much as possible. This formation as well had a centre forward, so I needed to put Icardi in there again, and at this time I had Rondin up front, so I thought that'd be pretty cool. That's the main change of this team. Again, left back wise, I didn't have anyone different because I haven't opened up any more packs yet, and I decided to put Kelly at left back. It confused me there because it says right back on his card, but defence wise it's pretty much the same. I've changed my up front and my wingers a little bit, so this team was different. The formation's different. It's got a very different feel in this game. But Rondin puts through Icardi for the first opportunity. Take a touch, go to shoot. So I weren't quite sure if his pace was good enough to keep the distance from the defender. I thought I'd get a shot off, get a corner in anyway. But in the 17th minute, he goes and scores a goal, and it was well set up. It was a cross. I would say it was defendable, but it was a typical FIFA 14 goal. 25th minute, I do get through with a chip through ball to Rondin. Kind of left his defence a little bit ragged, to be honest. But I did score to make it 1-0, and then we go on the attack. Oh, he goes on the attack. Sorry here. And if you watch that back, if any of you got time to watch that back, my defender at the bottom there, I think it was Zabaleta, actually does pretty much nothing. He just goes and stands in open space from the halfway line till there, which was disappointing. Not long after, again, pretty much same situation. An unmarked player in the box does like a backflip bicycle goal, and a little bit pissed off. You know, 2 minutes again after, 40th minute we're now in, and I was thinking, no way, don't do that across, don't tramp it in, and he did. He was already 3-1 up, and now I think it's 4-1 in the 41st minute. But I kept my head up, you know, 62nd minute, went in at half-time, 4-1 down. Said to myself, if that's half-time, I can still come back. 63rd minute, I make it 4-2. Rondin, I play a nice through ball to Rondin. I catch this guy here. He's passing around the defence a little bit, trying to waste a little bit of time. I do a fake shot, and he takes me out afterwards, which I thought, you know, that probably wasn't going to be a penalty, but it was. I'm thankful because it's given me the opportunity to get back into the game. 73rd minute, and we can now get back into it if we score this penalty. Almirion taking the penalty goes top left, or roughly top left. You know, it wasn't a great penalty, to be honest, but I do get it back. And last opportunity of the game, or one of the last opportunities of the game I put through, has been, I know his pace isn't high, so I take a shot straight away, and I don't even get a corner out of it. My main objective there was to get a corner, possibly score from the corner. It didn't quite work. I lose that game 4-3, and that is going to be the end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It's something different. It's a very long episode. Episodes in the future will be 3 games long, because I won't need to start each episode with the rules and stuff. So Hopefully you prefer that. It's the same kind of setup as my dream team. I'll do 3 games an episode and obviously 5 packs at the start of each episode. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, if you're new around here as well, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you do enjoy the series or you like the sounds of it, make sure you hit that like button right now. The support is vital. If I don't get the support, I won't do it. I'll just stick to what you guys like the most, which is dream team and squad builders. So make sure you hit that like button if you do enjoy it. And I guess I'll catch you for the next episode, which should be in a couple of days if you hit that like button. Anyway guys, I'll see you later. Bye. Everything. That's probably why he's so popular. He's a Brazilian and he's good at everything, and he can play pretty much a cam, centre mid or CDM very, very well. Now moving on to the wingers. Starting on the left we have Lamar, who costs 3,900 coins. He has 90 pace as well as having pretty decent strength and sprint speed in game.